Good evening, everybody. My name is Kat. Welcome to my art stream, See No Art. I'm very happy to have you here with me. It's very exciting. This is a place where we definitely make art, and we sometimes talk about it too, but most of the time we just talk about fun things. It's very happy to have you guys here. Let me switch over so I can make a public announcement. Hello. Hi, 7. I have a 7. I don't think you can... No, he's too far over. You want to come over? You gonna come over, 7? Sasa. Come on. Okay. So I have a 7 too. See his tail. Cat butt. Because, you know, I am mother of cats. So what I wanted to do, it's been a while. It's been over a week, so I'm very happy to be back. I'm sorry that I was gone for a week, but I think it was much needed. And I'm excited that we're going to be doing art. Main thing we're going to be doing tonight is a new Pokemon that is from the new game. So I'm currently playing Shields. I have not made it very far. I'm only to the first wild site, so I'm going to try to keep this stream to minimal spoilers. Just basically anything that happens on Route 1 and Route 2 is about all I want to talk about. Just so that way, in case you haven't started the game, you can still enjoy it. And if you played ahead of that, that's perfectly fine. We're just gonna try not to spoil it for everyone, myself included. So, yep. Hi, Cat 7. Yes. Yes, hello. So I hope you guys are doing well this evening. 7 might join me on the table. We shall see. I hope you guys are doing great. It's been a while. Yes, it has been a while. Are you enjoying the new game? Well, I actually squealed. There's some cuteness happening. Hold on, let me switch us on over to the art really quick. I got to a certain part and I squealed for delight and joy. And there's a new Pokemon called Nickit. And it is so emo and so adorable. It's adorable little fox. And of course I would love the fox, because Eevee's my favorite, and Eevee's a fox too. Yeah, I took a picture. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it on my phone really quick, because I wanted to remember what kind of Pokemon it was. It's a fox Pokemon. It's cunning and cautious. This Pokemon survives by stealing food from others. It erases its tracks with swipes of its tail as it makes off with its plunder. What a cute Pokemon. So adorable. Anyways, I loved it. I have only played Shields because that's what my honey handed me. He's like, here. And the reason why I started and I didn't wait until Christmas, which I normally originally thought was, is that in our household we have one Switch. And I know myself. I know that if I wait until Christmas and my honey starts the game, I will never pick it up. And I will never play it because we only have one Switch. I will let him play it, and by the time he's finished with it, I will probably never think about it. I'm not the world's best video game player. I grew up in a household with no consoles whatsoever. It was a choice of my parents to try to help our developmental learning and help us in school. And I support their decision, but as an adult, now that I can enjoy these things, I still struggle a little bit with being able to sit down and play video games. So one of the things I wanted to do before the end of the year was to finish one video game in hopes that I will complete new video games, because I figured that I'm such a noob at things that it might be quality humor gold. And I would like to stream games live here on Twitch. I don't have the facilities to do so, but in the future I would like it to make it a goal to get facilities to hopefully be able to stream games as well as art, because I do love games. I love the art in games. I really appreciate all the work that goes into games. And I have a whole list of games I would love to complete with peeps, with friends, because, you know, it's fun. So... Oh, such a cute Nickit. Thank you. This is try number 3. I wanted to make this little emo Pokemon cute. and that's what I strove for, is just to make it adorable, because what a cute Pokemon it is. So cute. It would be fun watching Kat go through Pokemon. If you want to hear someone squeal, it's me, because I squeal over cute things. So if you want to see someone who is terrified of things that go bump in the night in video games, that's also me. So I think I would be funny. So but I don't know, I'd have to try. But I know that my computer is very old. It was built in 2013. I don't think it can handle playing video games on my computer. I think it would crash hardcore, so I don't really want to try it because it's my primary source of everything I do for work. So I would like to save up to get a PC, like a gaming PC that could be my stream box and my gaming PC all in one. Dreams. Maybe I'll get there someday. So not anytime soon, but hopefully soon. Maybe sometime, maybe at the end of next year. My fingers crossed. So I hope you guys are doing well. How's your week started out? How's everyone's Monday going? It's been a good day. It's so dark though. I know. So Indiana is weird because the southern part of our state is in Central Time Zone, but the part of the state we live in, which is right outside of Indy, is in Eastern. And so we're on the very far edge of the Eastern Time Zone. So it literally looks like it's 10 o'clock outside, even though it's not 10 o'clock at all. I walked upstairs from when I got done finishing working, because I work in my basement. That's where I work. I went upstairs, and at 4:30, it was not twilight, it was we're getting dark. And so by the time it rolled around to 6 o'clock, it was pitch black outside, and I was like, I'm not ready for the time of the year where it gets dark at 4, because it's just a big bummer, in my opinion. But I am trying to be proactive this year. And I've already started my vitamin D supplements. So I grew up in the desert, so my body literally loves the sun. I'm solar powered, and I don't think we get but maybe a couple weeks of bright sunshine during the winter, and we definitely spend a long time in winter here, so it's really hard on my system. So I'm hoping the vitamin D supplements will help. I know, and we're getting closer to the winter equinox, so here in Indiana we'll actually get dark at 4 o'clock, and I am not kidding. It is pitch black. It is dark at 4 o'clock, right before the winter equinox, which is just crazy. I think the first year we stayed here, or the second year, first and second year we stayed through the winters here. It was crazy because I couldn't tell you what time it was. My body was so confused. I had a hard time sleeping, I had a hard time waking up, I had a hard time staying awake during the day. My body was crazy confused. Hi Newt Newt. How are you, Newton? Orange kitty emerges. Hi Newt Newt. Meow. How are you, Newt Newt? You're a good boy. Do you want a hug? Do you want a hug? Can I pick you up? Maybe? Can I pick you up? You know what happens. orange kitty hug. I know how much you don't want to do this, but thank you for letting me hug you. Such a good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Okay, orange kitty hug over. Thank you, Newt Newt. He doesn't like hugs, but I like giving him hugs. He's a good boy. Thank you, Newton. Look, he's like, I'm promptly leaving now. I am kitty offended. Love you, Newton. He's listening to me. He knows he's loved. You have all the kitty fans tonight. I do. I think the cats missed us while we were gone. So I think it was really hard on them for us to be gone this time. It got really cold while we were gone. And it snowed. So I was kind of sad we missed the snow. Because I like snow. Well, there was a dad joke. A police officer caught two kids playing with a firework and a car battery. Oh my goodness. He charged one and let the other one run off. Yuck, yuck. Yeah. Okay, so Ginger had one. Why are bees' hairs sticky? Because of honeycombs? Is it supposed to be combs, not comb? I think you're autocorrect because of honeycomb. Like they comb their hair as honeycomb, so it gets sticky. Is that what was supposed to be? I think there was an autocorrect in there. Ginger will let us know. She is currently on the move. Combs, and yes, oh, I got it. I think that was really clever. Mathers is like, oh, I get it. So I'm working with cold press watercolor paper, which means that there's quite a bit of texture on the paper, which you don't normally do with ink because it leaves a very bumpy line, which I think is okay for this, because I wanted to use really intense colors for the fox, because I love how intense these reds are. I really love the reds. The fox in the game, Nickit in the game, is a really deep dark red, but I didn't want to do that. Plus it's fan art, so I feel like, yes, I'm taking the idea from Pokemon, but I really should focus on making it my own. And so this is one of the ways that I'm making it my own, is I'm brightening up the colors, I'm changing the face, giving a smile, giving a little more bigger, like chibi type characteristics, giving it what, if I could create a Pokemon, what I would want. So I'm starting with like a thick outer line to go with my watercolors, just to separate it from my background, because my background's this beautiful like sea foamy green turquoise color, which is a really nice complement to all this red, because I knew I wanted a lot of red, so I needed some nice little color background. And I thought it would be great to, I'm thinking of like future stickers. So I have a lot of conventions coming up in the new year, so I'm like, what stickers can I make? Because I always love to keep stickers for something that is special for people who actually see me in person, or find my artwork, or randomly meet me in the street if they ever recognize me, which they don't, so that doesn't ever happen. But if you met me, I usually have a sticker on me and I would give you a sticker. So yeah, this is definitely a sticker I want to have. Oh, Reezy, you're here! Your hair has changed like colors, like the leaves. I like it. As long as they don't fall from trees, as long as my hair stays on my head. Thank you for liking my new hair color. Yes, I went to my my hairstylist. I have someone who I love very much, and I showed her a bunch of pictures, and she was like, "Oh, you want a big change?" And I was like, yes I do. And so when she got done with it, I was like, I thought to myself, man, I hope this looks good. In my head it looked really good, and then I got it done and I was like, I really hope this looks more like a cute anime character than I tried to do it myself, which I did not. I actually paid a really talented person to do this for me, so I'm hoping. I think I'm starting to really like it. It still distracts me when my hair falls like forward, and I'm like, where's that purple coming from? But I do like it, so I hope you guys like it too. And hello, Reese. You are tired. I am so sorry you are tired. It's probably the change in the sun, how the sun goes up and down. Up until one dying from not being able to breathe? Have you tried using your lungs? Probably not. Are you sick, Ginger? Is that what it is? Allergies, maybe? I have a doctor's appointment on Friday. Oh, so you are sick. I did not know you were sick. It's been happening for about 3 months. Oh. So, oh wow. So it always happens at the same time at night? Because that's, you do have, I know that it can happen. I know that for Mather's, he got pneumonia so many years ago, and he's been fighting the scar tissues in his lungs. Because when we took him to the doctor, because he did cough for a very long time when he would lay down or get up, because the fluid in your lungs changed its position, and if you got scar tissue on those itty bitty tiny bronchial tubes, it makes it hard to breathe. So I hope that they have a solution for you. I'm sorry that you feel like you can't breathe very well. Randomly before bed, I start to have breathing issues, like bronchitis, but goes away by morning. So I will suggest, from a kid who has asthma as a small child, hot, like steaming hot water helps a whole lot. So even if you don't take a shower, just turn on your shower and sit on the edge of the tub or sit on the toilet, whatever's closest to your shower, and breathe it in for at least like a good 15 minutes, because the hot air will help relieve the tension in your lungs. And then my mom always suggested to ease down into bed. So never go to bed like, I am now laying flat, I'm going to bed right now. But like, start sitting up and then gradually like scooch down in bed, because it'll like, you won't go from one position to another too fast. Hopefully those little tidbits will help. Also, peppermint smells really good, and it's supposed to relieve pressure off your sinuses. So you can use, you can diffuse peppermint oil, and it doesn't take too much. Perhaps you're allergic to my pillow. You should get rid of it or give it to someone else. I don't know. I've heard people love my pillow. I have not used one, so I don't have any. I think Reese will take your my pillow though. Such a downer. Don't worry about it. You're never a downer. It's like I said, when I was small, I had asthma, and it's not a downer to me at all, because I completely understand. The worst asthma attack I ever had was terrifying to me. I had several when I was young, so talk about something that's like hard to explain, not being able to breathe, but I could always work my way through them. But when I was a teenager, I had an asthma attack so bad that like it didn't go away. So I like knew from previous asthma attacks, basically I would take my inhaler, and then I would have like 10 minutes of really hard time breathing, and then like I would start to ease up. Well, the 10 minutes did not work even with my inhaler. And at that point, my brain went into panic mode, which is not a good thing, but I had never done that before where I was struggling to breathe for so long. And at this point, I like woke up my mom. My mom was already downstairs. She already knew something was wrong, even though I had said nothing to them at all, because I was literally sitting in the bathroom just trying to be as quiet as possible. And so I ended up going to the ER that night. My parents put me in the car, we went to the ER, I had to get my lungs, like, I basically got a chest x-ray to see what was happening, and they were like, it was just a really bad episode. And I felt so bad, like, because I woke everyone up at like 3 a.m. So don't ever feel bad about breathing problems, because it's something that I've fought with on and off my entire life. It eased up a lot when I was in college. I didn't have to use my inhaler as much after I got to college. So, and obviously I do like to run in 5Ks, and I do dream about running a full marathon, hopefully soon. And so, yeah, it's just one of those things. Plus, knowledge is power too. Like, going to a doctor, talking to someone about it does the world of good. Because like I said, it might just be scar tissues from a past illness. You might be allergic to something in your house. There's all kinds of things. Percy really wants my old pillow for some reason. It's comfy. Ah, Christmas is coming. Maybe I'll gift you an old pillow. That is a good white elephant gift. Hello, Lady Boa. Speaking about breathing problems, the boas are here. Hopefully you have no breathing problems, boas. The office of Jiggle Wiggle and Fluff. Hello. Hi, boas. Because my favorite law office is my favorite law office, too. I don't know if I have that old VOD still on here, but if if I do, I need to highlight that part of that VOD. So Ladybug, I have not been working very far, but I have a cute little Pokemon that I'm doing. Just been chitty-chatting more than actually doing my homework. It's not really homework. I'm asthmatic and Jake is fighting off the remnants of a cold. Oh, boo. Boo boo. No colds. Sorry he got a cold. It couldn't be that all the leaves here fell in like one single day and it got super below zero here. So, not below zero, but definitely below the freezing point. So, the weather in Indiana has been crazy. So I suspect that a lot of people are having issues. So between the boas, Ginger Cat, and me, maybe we have 2 to 3 working lungs? Oh no, that sounds dangerous. I'm pretty sure my lungs work most of the time. As long as I keep my stress level down and I don't go into a panic attack, I usually do fairly well with my lungs. Unless I encounter something I'm really allergic to, which... Luckily, living in this state, unless the state decides to grow cotton, I should be just fine. Cotton is the only thing in the world that makes my asthma super horrible. I cannot stand cotton in any form, especially when they harvest it. Oh, it's the worst. Tears, nose, can't breathe, it's horrible. And nothing helps. No allergy medicine in the world can help that allergy of mine. I'll give you the air from my lungs. Aww. There's more where that came from. We just need to get you a plant, Ginger. Just need to put a big old fern in your house. Or maybe some catnip for your kitties. Name that boa reference. The idea of raising one's hand in chat amuses me. I feel like there should be an emote for that. You snooze this, you lose it. Oh, that's so sad. We still love you, Ginger. All I know is that there's some musical reference going on and I cannot help you guys. My musical knowledge is kind of stuck in one era and I'm not very good at it, so. Hold on, let me see if I can help you, Ginger. Hold on. You know the saying, Ginger. Okay, you snooze this, you lose it. That's by Mathersist. And Lady Boa said, well, it sucks to be you. Name that Boa reference. So literally, it's not being mean. It's literally a reference to a musical. She's just like, oh, it's Avenue Q. Your guess is better than mine. I have no idea. Bingo. Oh, she got it right. I thought I saw a kitty. No? Seven's asleep. Ada's, I think? No, Ada is not in my room anymore. I don't know where Ada went. She must have like left. I thought I saw a kitty out of the corner of my eye, but I think I'm going crazy. Hello, Script. Hey, all. Well, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I'm doing Pokemon art, and we are talking about musical quotes, and about how grateful we are to have the ability to breathe. So, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing great. Hope you're having a good Monday. It's good to see you. Feel like it's been a while. It's been a while since I've been on streaming as myself, so it's been a long time for everyone. This Nickit is lovely. Well, thank you. Yes, I'm inspired by the new Pokemon, and I started Shield. I don't know if that means anything. To be honest, I don't really know if there's a difference. But the first Pokemon that I squealed over was Nickit, because it is a sweet, sweet emo child, and I couldn't help myself but think he was so cute. I caught a boy. So, I really want to see it evolve, and so I thought that I would make my own art, and I wanted to make sure that it was similar to, but yet definitely my own, like, version of sweet, sweet little Nickit. I just wanted to make sure that this little fox Pokemon was happy. There was one chance that it was happy, so I made it overly happy, which makes me happy. Agreed. It's such a cute vixen. Ah, it is a cute vixen. And as you know, I really do love fox Pokemon. This is my favorite Pokemon, of course, is Eevee. So why wouldn't I fall in love with other fox Pokemon? It is a Lady Boa. Main difference is that you get a super fluff pony or a British Farfetch'd. Oh, you mean between the two games? I'll take your word on it. But I will say this, I'm trying to keep spoilers to a minimum. So anything past Route 2, I'm covering my ears. Because I found this little sweet boy on Route 2, so and that's about as far as I've gotten. Just to let everyone know, I've started Shield, but I've only gotten to the first wild area. And I've wandered around enough to collect honey, and that's about it. I have not progressed any further in the game other than that, so I'm trying to keep it to a minimum because I know that some people are waiting till Christmas to experience the game, so I'm trying to be really sensitive. I just couldn't help myself. He was so stinking cute. I just had to draw my little foxy friend. Question, where could I see the donut dog illustration? Did you finish it? It is on, that's a great question, script. I have not finished it, but the donut dogs are getting finished as we speak, and I will keep you, what I will do as soon as I get it done. There, my brain's catching up. I had a brain fart. Did you notice? Soon as I get done with my donuts, I will post it on both Twitter and I will post it on Facebook. So that way you know when the donut dog is done. Because I have taco cats and donut dogs I need to finish. So that might be Thursday if I don't get to it before then. So because Thursday I have like a free open day and I have a couple illustrations I need to finish, like taco cats and donut dogs. I have a lot of food animals I need to finish. Pretty sure she finished it. Let me check Discord. I have not finished it. I mean, I've gotten really far, but I still have not finished it. Not what I consider finished. Have I mentioned my memory is terrible? No, the donut dog was so cute. So stinking cute. I'm just not done with it to my satisfaction, so I do plan to finish, I promise. I got a little sidetracked with some commission work and then of course Inktober. So it's pretty normal for most artists though, so it's never my intention to get that sidetracked, but yeah, sometimes it happens. Those are awesome. Well, thank you, Script. I appreciate it. I'm sorry it's taking me so long to get the cute little donut done. But your puppy was so cute, I couldn't help but being inspired. So you have a very cute puppy. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, working on an hour. Woot woot. And since we are, let me put, there we go. I just wanted some moo meows. Moo meows. All the moo meows. Moo meows. I thought I got too quiet. So like a little kid, of course. I'm like, moo meows. All the moo meows. I hear the moo meow to the tone of a grandfather clock. Are there any regular moos left? Just moo meows, now moo meows. Or just meows. I think having a grandfather clock make any type of animal noises would just be weird. I'm being quite honest. Now I'll always hear that when I hear a grandfather clock. I'm already leery around them because of mimics. Because of an imaginary game? I'm so sorry I terrorized you. To be honest, okay, what do you guys think? Do you like having clocks in your house that you can hear them tick? Or does it drive you bonkers? I think that's the important question to consider. So Ginger said yes. So I definitely, I have very mixed feelings. Wooden boa for bread sit. I don't have a preference. So I agree with wooden boa. Just saying. But I don't want a grandfather clock in my house because they're loud. And I really don't want a ticking clock in my house either. Like, when I visit my mom's, I really love her. She has this clock that has been in our house ever since I was very little. I don't know how this thing keeps running. It's battery operated. So it just ticks, like the little hands, as it goes around, just makes a ticking noise. The second hand does. It helps you sleep at night. Depends on my mood. Sometimes it's fine. Sometimes it drives me insane. So most of the time it drives me insane, and normally it's in the middle of the night when I can't sleep, and all I hear is the ticking of that clock. So of course my poor brain focuses super hard on the ticking of the clock, and then I can't sleep. So it drives me bonkers. So my mom has the same clock, and I have to really focus because she lives out in the country, which is beautiful. It's super dark, but it's also super quiet. Like, it's so quiet that my ears ring for the first day that I'm there because I'm so used to hearing city noises at this point, which makes me sad. But it's true. The city is very loud. There's always like cars moving by, people talking. It's a very loud environment. So going to her house and it's super quiet, there's really nothing making noises except the ticking clock, and I'm just like, it's just so hard on me. I'm like, I can't do it. See, I grew up with fans. Like, fans helps me sleep. So, and I would listen to books at night. That would also help me sleep. So So I don't know if any of you guys have an Alexa in your house, but we do. And one of the things that I like to do is they have like this nature sound. I don't know if you guys have ever played with the nature sounds for your little music box. I won't say her name too much because I know that she's very sensitive to hearing her name. And one of the things that I thought was surprising, speaking of things that to help you sleep, is that the nature sounds is like, I think, designed to be an app to help you sleep. And one of the things that they have on there is a blizzard, like a snowstorm. So it has the howling wind and the sound of a snowstorm. And I was like, oh, well, maybe this will be helpful because, you know, it snows here, not blizzard, but it does snow here. Nope. That was super stressful. I was just like, it's making me so nervous and irritable. I was like, I know I can't do snowstorm. Nope, not my environment. Cannot do. Will not do. I love snow, but I don't want to hear a blizzard. Nowadays, I have a sound app on my phone I use to help me sleep. I use a train noise sometimes to help me sleep because it reminds me of sleeping in my apartment in college. I'm impressed that you can sleep through a train noise. That's really impressive. Well, if you miss the sound of trains going by, you're welcome to stay at my casa because we are smack dab between two railroad lines, and they really love early morning hour train runs. So they super duper enjoy them. But I'm also an extremely light sleeper. It doesn't take much unless I'm really, really exhausted to wake me up, though. I have a white noise app on my phone, and my favorite sound is a river. I also like crashing waves. But thunderstorm sounds aren't good for me. I can understand the stress. I feel like the same stress that I feel about a blizzard, I feel like it's the same stress that a thunderstorm would give you. Script. I completely understand. It was just enough that it was relaxing. I'm impressed. I'm impressed that like we get used to certain sounds and it comforts us. So, yeah. Trains ran at night through my college town. So it reminds you of happy times. I can understand that. Thunderstorms are a hit and miss for me because they were very rare. I grew up in the desert. They were very rare in the desert. So sometimes they're comforting, sometimes they're not. Just depends on the year here. I do love ocean waves though. And white noise is perfect. I sleep really good to fans, but my honey bunny does not do fans. He can't. It just drives, that's like a clock to him. Like how I feel about clocks, he feels about fans. It's just a little too much noise. Fans are too loud. I like cricket noises and crackling fire. That's my favorite combo. Oh, my noise. I could not sleep through that, Ginger. So, when I moved into the dorms for the first time as a freshman and I was away from home, the dorms that I was in they were really, really old. They were built in like the 1940s and they were made out of cinder blocks. And of course, in the desert, crickets love anything that's cool and damp. And definitely those dorms that I moved into were those two combinations. And crickets, I don't know, they're extremely loud to me. And I can remember hunting crickets in my dorm room because all I wanted to do was kill them. And then I had the brilliant idea of owning a frog for a little while. I had a little tropical frog. And so I needed to raise crickets for him so that way he could eat. Those crickets did not stay in their cage. I could not keep those crickets in a container. Any container I put crickets in, the crickets got out. So this was later on in my college career, and I had a rental home. And I'm pretty sure to this day that rental home is probably still crawling with crickets. And they drove me bonkers because they made a bunch of cricket noise, which made a bunch of cricket babies, and it was a perpetual problem. Needless to say, by the time I moved to another rental home, my poor tropical frog did not make it because no matter what I did, I just couldn't keep it alive. I think it was pretty sick when I got it. Poor little froggy. I felt really bad when it died. But hopefully I made it happy by letting it eat its little heart out in crickets, little itty bitty tiny crickets, as they infested my home. So no, crickets, not a peaceful sound. Lady wrote, I hate crickets. I know anyone who's owned a reptile or an amphibian of any kind who had to raise crickets for any reason will hate crickets. Hello, Lumos. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're having a good evening. Poor crickets. No love for them. I guarantee that there's still crickets in the house. Oh, I know, because I was raising quite a few crickets. I know that there are still crickets in that house. Poor non-native crickets. Sorry, Lady Boa, but the crickets that you could buy at the pet store were not the crickets that normally inhabit deserts. So It is what it is. Did not mean to contribute to invasive species, but I did. It's not intentional, they're just little quick boogers. Honestly, I never knew how they got out either. They just did. I usually can't do crickets. I've eaten crickets though, or maybe it was grasshoppers, I forget. I've tried crickets before, like they're very crunchy. To me, it had no discernible flavor. I've eaten better things in my life, to be honest. Perhaps crickets are one of those things you just need it to be seasoned right. I don't know. I'm just not a big bug person. I can deal with outdoor summer crickets, however not inside. I agree, Lady Boa. I don't mind if it's outside, I just don't want it in my house. Couple bugs I just don't want in my house, and crickets are one of them. Lumos, I hope that you're doing well. I hope you're having a good evening. It's good to see you on stream. We were talking about noises that we find peaceful and noises we don't find peaceful. So if you'd like to let us know what you find peaceful. A lot of people were agreeing on white noise and what was the other one? We were talking about other things too. Ginger Manatee, no, because it was cold. Didn't you buy chocolate-covered crickets one year for chocolate Seder at school? Script is asking Lady Boa. I don't put it past Lady Boa. Could that count as isn't for Seder, chocolate Seder, isn't there like a bitter? Couldn't that count for a bitter chocolate? Yes, I did. It was for the plague of locusts. You had to eat a locust. That's right. Hi, Ada. Ada's like, I don't do crickets, but I do like spiders. She's my spider killer. And the bitter herb was usually horseradish. Ugh. Oh, thank you. I can safely say I'd rather eat something really hot than eat horseradish. Ah, Seder, good times. Chocolate Seders, I have to say, are educational and fun. I enjoy that. Hey, Ada, what you getting into? Hey, you, what you getting into? Psst, don't get into that. That's right, walk away. Thank you. Sorry, my little girl was getting into trouble. Walking on things she shouldn't walk on. I heard that challenge. Meow to you too. Ada. What you getting into, baby girl? She's walking around tail straight up. She's getting into trouble. I won't have anything to say about it. She's just gonna do it. Copious amounts of chocolate, that's always for a good night. It's true script. I completely agree. Chocolate and I'm there. I'm perfectly happy. Thank you, Lumos. Yeah, this is a Pokemon from the new game. I don't know if you've seen the ads for Sword and Shield. I'm sure you have. So I am currently playing through Shield because I knew if I waited until Christmas, because we only have one Switch in the house, I knew if I waited until Christmas, I would just let my hubby play it. So I'm playing it ahead of time, and I'm holding on to his game until Christmas. Sorry, honey bunny. Sorry, babe. I'm gonna be that person. Be like, you can't have any of your video games. You have to wait for Christmas, but I get mine early. But hopefully I'll have the game finished before Christmas, so then that way he can just have the Switch, and we won't be... One of us won't luck out for Christmas, so... She does have a cute meow. Ada has the most adorable meows. She sounds like a queen, because she is a queen, but the other half is that I ordered for her to play it. Yes, Mather says you did say I could play it before Christmas, so I appreciate it. My sweet, sweet honey bun. It is fair enough. We are sharing the Switch, so we're trying really hard to share. I think I have to say the one thing besides this cute little foxy guy, Nickit, is there. In every Pokemon game, you get your own bedroom, and when you walk into the bedroom, it shows the console that was available from Nintendo at the time. So there was always, like, I believe that one of them had like a, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that there was like a Game Boy or like a GameCube. I know that there was like the Wii was in one of them, and this one of course had the Switch. And when you get your own game and you play your own game, be sure to pay attention to the Switch. Especially if you've taken the time to buy custom controllers, because it's pretty dang cool. And I was super excited, because that was the one thing that I gravitated in my room, was like, that Switch looks weird. So, I'll try not to reveal too much, but there's your hint. Be sure to pay attention to the Switch in your room when you play the Pokemon game. Oh, I don't like that dad joke. That's awful. I'm just gonna ignore that one. I'm just gonna ignore it. Just like this song. I need to change the song really quick. Well, no. Sure, we'll do this one. But if you are playing the new game or playing an older game, you'll have to let me know what your favorite Pokemon is. Whether it be from this game or from an old game, if you have a Pokemon that you really love that isn't like from the very first like 2 to 3 games that you really enjoy, I would love to hear about it, because I did get kind of stuck on Eevee, which I know is from the original games, so. Oh, here's another dad joke. Our wedding was so beautiful, even the cake was in tears. Oh, that is really cute. Our cake was in tears. Well, actually, no. No, I think it was in stacks. I don't think it was in tears, technically. It was a really good cake, though. Pillows found on Amazon. Woot woot. We know what Reese's gonna get for Christmas. Speaking of Christmas, okay, so next week is Black Friday or Thanksgiving. Should start with that. Next week is Thanksgiving. I will be streaming on Thanksgiving Day during the morning. So if you don't want to watch the parade and want to watch me instead, just throwing that out there. I will be streaming in the morning, so if you want to join me for that, you can. Speaking of next week is Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So Redbubble has been hinting that they are going to be doing a Black Friday sale. What that entails, I don't know. They never tell me before it starts, which is very frustrating for a person who has an active store on their site, but they don't. However, Redbubble has been really good with their sales, so I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that they are going to offer a really good bargain for their Black Friday sales. So if you are looking for Christmas ideas or have been keeping your eye on something on my store and just have thought to yourself, man, I would love to, but I really need a sale, be sure to mark your calendars and be checking Redbubble next week. I'm hoping as soon as I know, you'll know about sales. You might actually know before me, depending on how things work. So, because Black Friday is right around the corner, Christmas is also right around the corner, Hanukkah is right around the corner. So, if you want to get started on all that Christmas and holiday shopping, you can check out my merch at redbubble.com. So yes, Thanksgiving we'll have a morning stream, and hopefully during that week, or at least that weekend, hopefully there will be a sale on Redbubble. So be sure to like my store, heart it, just know that I will be posting as soon as I know the sales. I will be tweeting about it because I have my eye on a couple things on Redbubble myself. That is my merch, and I'm waiting for that sale to hit to get some of my final Christmas shopping done, because I've asked people and be like, hey, would it be ridiculous if I gave you a mug? And they're like, no, I really want a mug. And I'm like, sweet. Sweet. Makes my Christmas shopping a lot easier. Self-promotion. But yeah, I want to make sure that you guys know of sales because I think you're awesome, and I really want to make sure that you guys get a chance to really appreciate those bargains. Also, if you don't, I did not know this, but I did learn this. If you don't live in the US, shipping from Redbubble is really reasonable, and they actually do an exchange rate. So if you are from a different country, Redbubble will ship to you, and they will let you know up front what their shipping costs will be, and it should be in your own currency, which I think is pretty dang cool, just to let you know. Something new that I learned. Makes me happy to be with them, because I would love to ship internationally. And if you don't live in the US and have bought my merch, please let me know, because I'm always curious where my art is around the world. It's currently, as far as I know, I have some art in Canada, which I'm over the moon about. And I have a couple of my artwork in China, which I'm also over the moon about. But that is about as far reaching as my artwork has gone. It's basically just China and Canada, so. This rough paper is hard on my pens. You have to be patient. Patient. So this white pen nib really wants to pick up all the color underneath because the paper is so rough. I'm like, oh, don't do that. add a loop to the nose. There we go. Alright, and I'll put my name on this one. And we have another Pokemon. Alright, so Nickit is all done from Pokemon Sword and Shield. It's the new Pokemon game. Haven't heard about it, curious about it, just check any of your social medias and or TV. I know that they're blasting advertisements everywhere. This is my own version. I went through many different versions to get to this one right here. So this is how I imagine the little emo Pokemon, little emo vixen to be happy. So, because it makes me happy. I want to thank you guys so much for joining me this evening. It's been a long time since I streamed. It's been a week. I can't believe it. So I'm really excited to be here. It's so nice to chat with you guys. Thank you for talking with me about everything under the sun. It's been fun just to chat with you guys. I will be streaming again tomorrow at 7:30 p.m. That's Eastern Time Zone. If you are not in the US, be sure to check your local listings because we did observe a time change. So 7:30 Eastern is frustrating because that time change gets really confusing. So I apologize if there's any confusion about that. I will also be streaming on Thursday morning this week at 10 a.m. So if the AM is better in Eastern Time Zone, be sure to join me from 10 until I stream, usually right about noon, until I can't stand anymore because I'm starving. I usually work my morning shift with you guys, my morning work block. I stream it with you guys. So yeah, that's what I'm streaming this week. I will also be streaming next week. Just to let you know, next week is what we observe here in the States as Thanksgiving, to be giving thanks to everything that we're thankful for during the year, and also giving thanks for hopefully understanding and more kindness to others, and respectful of their religions too. So traditionally it was a way that we celebrated the pioneers of our country and the native people who lived here before us. So I think that it's a good way to remind us that we need to be kind not only to ourselves but to others. And if we don't understand someone else's culture or how they live, that we need to be gentle with ourselves and quiet and spend more time listening. So that way we can appreciate them for where they are in their lives too, because we're all in this together. We're all in this happy little planet zooming around in space. We just need to love each other and love the earth, and everything will be better. So on that note, I hope you guys have a lovely evening. Hope you have a moo meow of a day tomorrow. I hope it makes you happy and you have very many reasons to smile. Let me find that in card so I can give a couple more things. So let me find that in card really quick. Yeah. Alrighty, so I just want to give out a shout out, of course, to my mods who are awesome and amazing. Thank you. I would not be able to do what I'm doing here on Twitch. If you like what you've seen here, be sure to hit that little heart button. Every single follower really helps me out. I'm at 43, folks. I needed to make it to 50 to make affiliate on Twitch, which means emotes. A moo meow emote. Can you imagine a moo meow emote? Oh yes. Yes, I've been thinking about a moo meow emote. We're almost to 50, guys. And I couldn't do it without you. So thank you so much. And I hope you have a good night. Moo meows. Oh, the moo meows. Sasa. Want to say moo meow? Moo meows. See how it? All the moo meows.